Hi Capricorn, thanks for joining me for your June 2017 forecast for the month. I have a lot to discuss in these forecasts. I have a lot going on that I wanted to offer to you, but first I'm shuffling the Cosmic Tarot by Norbert Loesch throughout the Astro forecast. So let's get started. There's a lot going on and there's a lot happening in the sign of Cancer this month, and it's all about your 7th house of partnerships and business partnerships and soulmates this month. So let's get into it. On the 4th of June, we have Mars moving into the sign of Cancer, where this is creating energy and stamina and passion in the 7th house of relationship. So for Capricorn who's single, you have tremendous action and energy for this sector. And for those of you in relationship, this could see a lot of sexual activity. This could see, watch the aggression and anger in your relationships. He's a feisty planet, and the energy with Mars could be very terse and sharp. He's also sharp objects, so that applies to the tone in the relationship as well. So watch that tone. But if anything, he is passion. And I like this placement for those of you working on your relationship. If you're not connecting, he's there to assist that. And all of this trines, anything in Cancer is going to be trining the water signs. So Neptune trining in the 3rd house. You have some communication here in the partnership, but make sure that you're seeing things clearly with Neptune affecting this sector. Your rose-colored glasses are on when it comes to your relationship now, and that can be good. Denial ain't just a river in Egypt. It could be a good thing, but when Mars leaves this area, you might wonder why you made certain decisions if you made those decisions. So take it easy, but focuses on your relationship. So this is good for singles and people who are married. On the 6th, Venus enters Taurus, the sign she naturally governs, and as well, Mercury enters Gemini, the sign he naturally governs. So with Taurus in the 5th house, what a beautiful placement for creative endeavors and the connection with your children. Venus being love and money. Ooh, I like that. Mars in the 7th and Venus in the 5th. Single Capricorns are attracting new love and romance. It's unavoidable with those two positions. And you've got this lit up for 30 to 60 days because Venus is here for 30, but Mars is here for 60. So you've got the right alignment, and all of this sextiles each other. You've got the right alignment for bringing relationship in. Venus is attraction. The 5th house is attraction. So that's a double whammy. But it does wonders for the relationships with your kids if you have them, harmonious balance in the relationships. And for those of you who are looking to conceive, there's a lot of baby girls being conceived and born when Venus is in the 5th house, Capricorn. So you better use whatever protection you need, etc. I don't want to get up in your business, but this is very fertile placement. For those of you that it applies, obviously. When Mercury's in Gemini in the 6th house, Capricorn is very accurately going over details and analysis in the job, in your daily structure of your day. You're tending to any health needs. Mercury in the 6th wants you getting dental appointments fixed and dental stuff handled. Anything that's Western too, getting checkups and blood work and things like that. But for Capricorn, since you govern bones and the spine and the hips and even the knees, I'm getting like a lot of bone stuff, jaw, knees, hips. Maybe you're dealing with chiropractic work here. Chiros, yes. Alpha biotics, adjustment work. And if you're not into alpha biotics, I would check that out. It was a game changer for me. That's just basically when they pull your head out of your ass. Like the only adjustment you need in alpha biotics is for them to lift your head directly up out of your spine. And then it's just like everything just lines up. Game changer. Maybe that's what Cap's doing. Either way, you're dealing with the details of all things 6th house, pets, work, and health. On the 9th of June, our full moon is at 18 degrees of Sagittarius, the sign right before you. Very quiet full moon for Capricorn. I love a quiet full moon, no drama. The only drama happening will be in the subconscious mind in the 12th house while you're resting. Maybe your dreams will have some drama. But the full moon brings closure. And in the 12th house, the last house, there's a full culmination here for Capricorn. On the 9th, I would get rest. I would take it easy. Something's coming to an end here. The 12th house of the internal, the thought process, the psychic ability. Your awareness is going to be lit up. You could be very intuitive on the 9th. 2.5 days prior, 2.5 days after the moon. If you're not familiar with the moon cycles, get familiar. It governs our entire life and our system. It's the reason women have cycles every 28 days like the moon. There are no coincidences in this. We are very much energetically related to the cosmos, and I feel like Capricorn is completing a massive internal thought process around the 9th of June. That same day, Jupiter is going direct in Libra at 13 degrees and remaining direct through the 10th of October in the sign of Libra in your 8th house of intimacy. Capricorns, man, it must be good to be a Cap. And you have Pluto with you too, which is making all of this even more intense, and your sexuality heightened. Your sexual drive, especially with Mars opposing Pluto. Sorry, I got like a loss for words. It's happening. Mercury's direct, but he still hasn't cleared his shadow, and I get really affected because he governs me. So I apologize, but Jupiter direct in the 8th is expanding your intimacy. So you have all of the sectors that you need for relationship lit up. The 5th, the 7th, and then the 8th, where you really go deep into emotional connection, sexual intimacy. Also, Jupiter is expanding your shared resources in the 8th house, and property, other people's money, inheritance, wills, estates, all things can develop between June 9th and October 10th in that area. On the 20th, the sun enters Cancer a little bit earlier than usual, so our summer solstice on the 20th, very late in the day at 11:24 p.m., in the sign of Cancer, the 7th house again. So from the 20th on, it's all about Cancer. Mars is already there. So the sun conjunct Mars on the 20th. The 21st, the longest day of the year, Mercury enters Cancer, and that will be conjunct Mars and the sun. You've got it set up for online dating. You are interviewing the partner. You're communicating with your existing relationship. You're finding soulmate. You just have to be outside. You just have to be present. You have to get up that day. And I think soulmate is readily available for Capricorn throughout June, even into July. On the 23rd, we have our new moon at 2 degrees of Cancer. And this is the 7th house. So new relationships, new moon intentions should be focused about relationship and love and business partners, your partnership, your spouse, your relationship. If you want assistance with the new moon intentions, part of my promotion this month, that there's more information below. If you click all of the show more button, you'll see all of my links, but these are new moon intention bracelets that Melis Accessories makes, and the henna as well. I'm doing a promotion with her for 10% off all of this, and the link is below. If you use the promo code GEMMY for the new Gemini moon, oop, I've dropped a card. I'll pick it up to see what it is. Didn't I just say Gemini? Did I just say Gemmy? I can't even remember. This is the Gemini female. What is up? So this new moon promotion for the Gemini new moon with these bracelets, I would love for you to take a look at it and see what you think. And guys, I'm also on Vimeo now. Yay! But Vimeo is strictly medium messages. I use the tarot. I don't do the astrology. I'm really honing in on my gift of mediumship, and it's just something that I don't do openly as much. I do on YouTube. Obviously, if you could see the way I read, I am extremely psychic. It's just that I want to keep this platform, astrology and tarot, and if you want to check me out on Vimeo, they're $2.99 for your tarot and medium messages. The first card for Capricorn is the Princess of Swords. She's not playing around. This is also Gemini vibes. It's air sign female, Libra, Aquarius. A little bit younger than the Queen, but she has a lot to say too. She could be very quick-witted and maybe a little bitter. But the princess could also be the deliverer of news and messages, because the swords are mercurial cards. They deliver messages. Ooh, Ace of Wands, Cappy. Hell yeah, new love, new moon in the 7th house, new relationship. Ace of Wands, 5th house of sex, 7th house of relationship. I'm sorry, 8th house of sex, 7th house of relationship, and 5th house of true love and romance. This is also very phallic, this card. It's very sexual. And I said that earlier, Capricorn's a little sexy this month. 7 of Coins. This card looks a little depressing, but it's not. The 7 of Coins means you're going through stages of transformation in your earnings. And you've established some roots here, Capricorn, in this Earth card for you. See how these are in the ground? They're rooted. He's still working on 2 in his hands. He doesn't know where to put them yet. He's like, where do I plant my seeds for work? It's happening. It's rungs of a ladder is what I'm seeing. Judgment. Angels assisting. The horns from angels above leading you. And also something faded. 7th house from the past, recalling the past. Spirit guides assisting. Soulmate attraction, judgment from above. I mean, it looks a little hectic, that card. I mean, what the hell's happening there? They're trapped in the earth, but judgment isn't negative. It's more about pulling you out of the ground. Revision is what I'm hearing, but that's not what I was seeing. Some of you need a revision or revise something, pulling you out of the ground, pulling you out of a direction that maybe you were going that you shouldn't have gone. And the Princess of Coins, that's a Capricorn female. Oh yeah, it is. Because look, there's the Cappy goat. I see these little symbols in these cards. You see that little goat up there? She is that goat, isn't she? Capricorn female. She looks a little sleepy too. Homegirl's she's tired, okay? She's been working. She's been working. Wow, I'm getting a vibe, like real funny energy with this reading, and it's not all coming from me. She's been working, homegirl's tired. So look, all of these efforts that you've been putting, this is exhausting, holding these weights and all the work you did to root those coins in the ground, metaphorically. What it really means, in your job, in your work, in your daily grind, you're exhausted. So this month, full moon in the 12th, take that rest mid-month, Capricorn, and then work on your relationship. You've got great earnings cards. The earth cards are present. You've got a message coming in about someone wanting to connect with you too. I think that it could be a younger air sign female, or it could just be that card's representing the message itself, the Princess of Swords, because they bring in information. The swords are information, mental agility messages. So you've got 2 princesses, one that represents the earth sign female, which could also be a Virgo or a Taurus for you. But this one actually, I like that this deck gives the signs of the court cards. So this is the Capricorn female with that goat back there on that mountaintop. And maybe she's wearing the horns of the goat at the top of her crown there in her headband. The headband she's rocking. So I feel like with all of this major arcana being present, you're being guided by angels. Trust the flow of this. Divine timing. There are no mistakes. So I appreciate you joining me. I wanted you to open the show more button and give me the time of day, see all the stuff I've got going on. And if you're interested for the new moon, they're really spectacular. They come for like love, abundance, balance, healing energy. This one is for psychic intuition. So they're everything. And Melis is amazing. So we have this promotion going through the end of May. If you're into it for Mother's Day, they make sweet treats. Thank you so much, Capricorn. I'm wishing you a sweet June. And remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars. Hi, everyone. I wanted to take a minute to discuss the HENERGIE temporary tattoos and the new moon intention bracelets. I am running a promo from the 4th of May through the 31st. And these are the HENERGIE tattoos that Melis Accessories makes. And you can get them for abundance, renewal, love, romance, and balance. So the ones I'm wearing are for love and romance. I did them myself. That's how effortless they are. They're $30 with 10% off. They last for 3 to 5 days, depending on how well you take care of them. And it's really spectacular. I'm excited about this because the new moon intention bracelets also come with a ritual that you can perform on any new moon. And they range between $42 and $69, I believe. No, $42 and $79. And here is a picture of the bracelets. I'm actually getting some myself, but they are beautiful. They absorb the energy of the light of the moon, and they come with instructions for you. So I thought this is perfect combination for Melis and I to link up. And Mother's Day is coming up, so these are great gifts for people to adorn themselves with the tats without having the real tattoos, because I have those too. Those don't go away. So I thought this would be a really fun thing to get involved in. And for 10% off, you can't beat that. So if you use the code GEMMY in the link that's provided at the bottom of the Show More section, just below the video, whether you're watching these in Vimeo or YouTube, they have the link below. So check that out and use the code to get your discount. And I appreciate your support. Have a beautiful day.